Teacher talking sports, what it does, what it do, how we livin'. I'm a little under the weather, but I needed to at least do this video, continue our NHL Mount Rushmore series. Of course, I previously brought you MLB, NFL, and NBA Mount Rushmores. Now I am on the fifth NHL team, going in alphabetical order. Today's team is the Calgary Flames. The Calgary Flames became a franchise in the 1972-73 season when they were known as the Atlanta Flames. Stayed that name until 1979-80. Since the 1980-81 season, they have been known as the Calgary Flames. The Flames won the Stanley Cup in 1989 and fell short, but reached the Stanley Cup Finals in 1986 and 2004. So in these NHL Mount Rushmores, I attempt to name the four best players in franchise history. As a subjective list, let me know in the comments who you would include. For these, I only look at how the player performed for the team I am doing. So today, of course, the Calgary Flames. Yes, I know Calgary's in Canada, but I've been doing all sports Mount Rushmore. So if you just want to consider this the four best players in franchise history, be my guest. But let's get into it. I named the players in alphabetical order by last name. They are not ranked. Let's start with Theo Fleury, only 5'6", but no one could question the heart he brought on the ice. Fleury was selected 166th overall by the Flames in the 1987 NHL Draft. Ended up playing 11 seasons, traded 3/4 of the way through his 11th season. So from the 88-89 to the 98-99 season for Calgary, Fleury played 791 career regular season games, scoring 364 goals, 466 assists for 830 points, finished with a plus 148 in the 90-91 season. Fleury led the NHL with a plus 48. That was one of two seasons in which he had over 100 points as well. Also had 100 in the 92-93 season. That 90-91 season saw him score 51 goals, which is his career high. He had two other seasons in which he scored at least 40. In the 94-95 season, Fleury was named to the second All-Star team. He was named to, well, he scored 14 hat tricks in his career with the Flames. He was named to 6 All-Star teams with the team. In his rookie season, he was a part of their Stanley Cup winning team in 59 games. In postseason with the team, he had 29 goals, 33 assists for 62 points. Theo Fleury, seen by many as a snub from the Hall of Fame. Let's see if he ever gets in. The first member of the Flames Mount Rushmore. Next, this may hurt Flames fans. I know he has recently signed with the Columbus Blue Jackets, and that's not even mentioning Matthew Tkachuk getting traded to the Panthers today. Johnny Gaudreau. Gaudreau had played 9 seasons with the Flames after being drafted 104th overall in the 2011 NHL Draft. Gaudreau played 602 career regular season games, scoring 210 goals, 399 assists for 609 points. This past season, led the NHL with a plus-minus of plus 64. He finished 4th in Hart Trophy voting this past season and also finished 4th in the 2018-19 season. Gaudreau's career high of 115 points came this past season. He also had a 99-point season in the 2018-19 year. Such a gentleman, named as the Lady Byng winner in the 2016-17 season. Made the All-Star, NHL's first All-Star team this past year. He scored 6 hat tricks while with the franchise. He was named to 6 All-Star teams as well. He scored 11 goals and 22 assists in his career in the playoffs with Calgary. Gaudreau can't continue adding to his stats, and I originally didn't have him on here, but I decided to throw him on. I'll name honorable mentions at the end and let you know who I took off. But Johnny Gaudreau definitely had to be included on this Mount Rushmore. Next, Jarome Iginla, inducted into the Hall of Fame in 2020. Iginla played his first 16 seasons with Calgary. Midst of his 16th season, left Calgary to join Pittsburgh. In 1,219 career games with the team, Iginla scored 525 goals, 570 assists, 1,095 points, plus minus of 46. He finished twice as the runner-up for the Hart Trophy in 2001-02 and 2003-04. Iginla also had finishes of third and 12th in a few years with some downvotes in Hart Trophy MVP voting. In the 01-02 and 03-04 seasons, he led the league in goals scored. In the former of those years, he also led the league with 96 points. In his postseason career with the franchise, 54 games, 28 goals on the 03-04 season, where Calgary lost in the Stanley Cup Finals in 7 games to the Lightning. He had 13 goals to lead all players in that year's postseason. Iginla was named to 6 All-Star teams with the franchise, was an All-Star team first team member 3 times and second team once with the team. Jarome Iginla, the third member of the Flames Mount Rushmore, and let's end with one of the best defensemen of the past 30, 40 years. That is Al MacInnis, the 15th overall pick by the Flames in the 1981 NHL Draft, inducted in the Hall of Fame in 2007. MacInnis played 13 seasons for the Flames, spanning from the 81-82 until the 93-94 season. 803 career games with the team, 213 goals, 609 assists for 822 points, a plus minus of 239. Member of their Stanley Cup winning team. That year, he was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner as he had a stellar postseason. Saw him score 7 goals and assist on 24 of them for 31 points in 22 games in that year's postseason. MacInnis was twice named to the first All-Star team and three times to the second All-Star team while with the Flames. He had Norris Trophy finishes for best defenseman, twice second, twice third, sixth, and eighth. In the 90-91 season, he scored over 100 points at 103. He also had 3 other seasons in which he totaled over 80 points for Calgary. Al MacInnis is the 4th member of the Flames Mount Rushmore. So again, in alphabetical order, we have Theo Fleury, Johnny Gaudreau, Jarome Iginla, and Al MacInnis. As I mentioned, I originally didn't have Johnny Hockey on here. I ended up putting him in and replaced Joe Nieuwendyk, who I originally had on here. So consider Joe Nieuwendyk probably my 5th guy on here. But the rest of the honorable mentions include Mark Giordano, Lanny McDonald, Kent Nielsen, Joel Otto, Gary Suter, Mika Kiprasov, and Joe Mullen. So there you have it. 5 NHL teams down, doing 1 team daily, going alphabetical order. So tomorrow will be the Carolina Hurricanes. So stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend to subscribe. Like the video, share the video, hit the bell for notifications. I'm out.